Fighting out of the red corner. Tonight, he wears black. His official weight, 264.2 pounds. His bare-knuckle record stands at 6 victories opposite 2 defeats with 2 no contests. Fighting out of Detroit, Michigan, here is Josh the Hammer Burns. And across the ring, his opponent fighting out of the blue corner. Tonight, he wears black and gold. His official weight, an even 245 pounds. He is undefeated in the squared circle at 2-0. Fighting out of Ellsworth, Maine, here is Chris Golden Glove Sarro. And our referee in charge of the action, Big Dan Mergliata.
All right, gentlemen, toes on the line, toes on the line.
Sarro said, I can't be emotional, but he was talking to Burns while Jeff Houston was reading the introductions. Round number 1. Man, black trunks with gold trim for Chris Sarro. Solid black trunks for Josh Burns.
He was talking the whole time, even in the weigh-ins. He was in his face the whole time. Just you can tell these guys do not like each other. Makes it very exciting.
Big right hand. You saw Burns pawing at his right eye. Tight on the clinch. Burns complaining to Mergliata. He was poked in the eye. We fight on. Mergliata ruling that as a legal punch, but just telling Sarro, close your hand.
Good left hook landed right there.
This is exactly where Sarro said, I do not want to be with my back against the ropes. Burns on the inside.
No strikes, back it off.
Now, one thing, Burns isn't used to being able to punch in the clinch. You know, he's fought all those fights over in England, different rules, so he needs to learn. You know, he can still throw punches on the inside right there. He doesn't want to lock the hands. He's using a wrestling stance right there.
Good counter right hand from Josh Burns. Right hand, then the left. Straight left hand from Burns. That backs off Sarro.
And every time Burns has landed a punch on Sarro's feels it. You can tell.
Buckle up.
Very traditional boxing stance for Sarro. Coming forward, center of the ring.
You can hear Mark the Hammer Coleman in the corner right now of Josh Burns. We didn't get to talk about that yet.
Clinch initiated by Chris Sarro. See the patience of Dan Mergliata. This is an active clinch. Both fighters throwing. Hands not together for Burns.
Back it off.
Now the inactivity.
Back it off. Come on, let's go. Ready?
Quick restart from Mergliata, who's keeping this heavyweight fight flowing. 30 seconds remaining, round number 1.
When Burns gets off first, he does much better. He needs to make. Oh, see, look at that. Just a little jab right there.
There is the great Mark the Hammer Coleman, UFC Hall of Famer, in the corner of Josh Burns.
I got to be honest with you. Up till that point right there, I haven't seen Burns do very well from the clinch. Sarro's, that's where he's done well.
Final seconds, round number 1. Back to the center of the ring. Leaping left hook from Chris Sarro, misses the mark. Next stop, round 2.
Wow, interesting round right there.
See the slight abrasion on the forehead of Josh Burns.
I feel like Josh Burns, every time he lands a punch against Sarro feels it. He goes moving out of the way. Got to be very careful about that. What Burns has to look out for is when they are clinched up, he doesn't really feel like he knows what to do from there. He's using this more as an MMA thing, but he's really not throwing too many punches in there, and he's absorbing a few. Wave him to bring it on. There was that poke. Looked like he got a poke in the eye right there. See, look, just a little hit to the shoulder, and Sarro goes back a couple feet.
What else?
One thing that Burns told us is he feels like his opponent telegraphs that right hand. You saw it right there, came from way downtown.
Big exhale from Chris Sarro as he steps up to scratch.
Buckle up.
Round 2. Tripling up the jab is Josh Burns. Big right hand, and down goes Chris Sarro. And you see the taunting. Down goes Josh Burns from Mergliata.
That might have been a big mistake right there.
That is it. Game, set, match, Josh Burns. And the taunting continues.
Wow. One big punch, that's all it took. One big punch was all it took, especially with the heavyweights. And you can tell Burns is still fired up. Look at him. Continues the taunting. And he didn't really say much before the fight was happening. Every time when they were doing the weigh-ins, Soros was talking and Burns was going, oh, okay, yeah, we'll see what happens tomorrow. We'll see what happens tomorrow. And he's been bottling that up, and he's been waiting for it, and he's letting it out right now.
We told you about the phenomenal power of Josh Burns, who early in his career trained under Emmanuel Stewart at the Fiend Kronk Gym in Detroit. That's a Kronk-style finish.
Just a nice little two that hit him right on the chin.
Look how strong Mergliata is.
Yeah, I mean, and Burns is a huge guy. He's about 270 pounds right now. Like, when he hit him right there, not too many people are going to take that punch. But as he gets over him, he's not hitting him at least. He just wants to get over him and talk to him. And look at Mergliata, just tosses him off easily. Bam, hit him right on the button. That's all it takes.
Gorgeous right hand to finish this fight for Josh Burns. 10 pro bare-knuckle bouts in the United Kingdom. His BKFC and US debut gets the win with emphasis.
And you can tell, I think he's apologized. He's like, look, I know, I just... Burns talking to us right now.
Burns just said he should not have talked about my family.
And look at that, not too many punches landed, but